What's up guys, Daniel here with another Bryan lesson. This song is called Dear Miss. It's in standard tuning, uses some pretty easy chords, and it's got finger picking and a little bit of strumming. Super easy for beginners to get started. If you want to check out the tabs, they're available on my website. Link is going to be in the description down below. Let's go and get started. We'll get started with the intro. Sounds like this. Alright, so the first chord we're going to use is a G chord. So we've got 3rd fret low E, 3rd fret B. You're going to leave the rest open, and we're going to be finger picking this. The pattern we're going to be using for this song is going to be root note, B, root note, G. And that's going to be for a majority of the song. And that's 1. So with G, we're going to play that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, we're just alternating bass note, B, bass note, G. Now we're going to switch to a C chord. So we've got 3rd fret A, 2nd fret D, open G, 1st fret B. So now a root note is going to be the 3rd fret of the A string, and we're going to follow that same pattern. Root, B, root, G. But the second time we do it, we're going to add a hammer-on pull-off. So it's going to go root, B, and when you hit that B string, you're going to hammer on to the 3rd fret with your pinky and pull off. It's really quick, so if you just hold on to it, that's okay too. But then you're going to go A, B again. So C all together. And now from here, we're going to go back to G, but this time you just have to do the 3rd fret of the low E. You're going to leave B open. And we're going to do the same picking pattern. E, B, E, G, E, B, E, G. So a little bit different. So now let's play it from the beginning, a little bit slower. One more time at regular speed. So that's the first line. The second line, we're going to go back to C and play it the same way we just did with the hammer on. So again. Then we're going to go back to G and play it 2 times the same way we did on that last one. So leave the B string open. And now we're going to switch to an E minor. Now you don't actually have to fret this chord because we're just playing open strings, but I have a tendency to do it anyway. We're going to pluck low E, B, E, G, and then we're going to switch right back to C, A, B, A, G, and then you're going to go to the G chord, again, just the 3rd fret of the low E, and this time we're going to play it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we get to the E minor, we're switching a little bit faster. So now let's play the second line all together, a little bit slower. And now regular speed. And now let's play the intro all together a little bit slower, and then one more time at regular speed. Now regular speed. And that's how you're going to play the intro. Next part up is the verse. And the verse is going to sound like this. There's a letter to your mother that is hidden in my desk that I wrote to her, and so am I. It's my apology for all the things I used to be, swearing that I'll change over time. She might not believe me, cause no one ever does, except a daughter who loves me true. God forbid all it takes for a boy to finally wait, just to be cherished and loved all the way through. So the nice thing about the verse is that it's played just like the intro, but you're taking out the hammer-ons. So the first line, we're going to do the same G chord, but without the 3rd fret of the B string. So it's just 3rd fret low E, everything else is open. You can play that 4 times with the same picking pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to switch to C, play it twice, this time without the hammer-ons. 1, 2. Then we go back to G 2 more times. So the first line goes, now the second line, same thing. We're going to start with C, but no hammer-on this time. You're going to play it twice. Switch to G, play it 2 times. Then E minor, C, and then G are played the same way that we just did at the end of the intro. Once on E minor, once on C, and then 2 times on G. And then we're going to repeat those 2 progressions. So again, the second line all together. Now in the last line of the first verse, you're going to play G 2 extra times, just like we did in the intro. So the second half of the first verse will sound like this. She might not believe me, cause no one ever does, except a daughter who loves me true. God forbid all it takes for a boy to finally wait, just to be cherished and loved all the way through. So again, 2 extra times on that G chord, and then you play the second verse, which leads into the chorus. Now in the chorus, we're going to start strumming. It's going to sound like this. So dear miss, by the time you see this, it'll be in love or it'll be in pain. May God bless and keep us. May you think kind of my name. So the chorus is really simple. We're going to start out with an E minor chord. So again, we got 2nd fret A and D. The rest are open. We're going to start by strumming down, down, up. And then we're going to switch to a C chord and go down, down, up again. And then we're going to switch to G. And G, we're going to strum down, down, up, down, up. So that's the first part. So all together. And now we're just going to do the reverse. We're going to stay on G, and this time we're going to strum down, down, up, switch to C, down, down, up, and then E minor, down, down, up, down, down, up. So the second half, and you put those together a little bit slower. Time at regular speed. So dear miss, by the time you see this, it'll be in love or it'll be in pain. And we're going to play the second line of the chorus exactly the same way, but when we get to that last E minor, we're just going to strum it once and let it ring out. So it'll go, may God bless and keep us. May you think kind of my name. And then from here, you're just going to play the same thing we did in the intro. So the chorus all together one more time. So dear miss, by the time you see this, it'll be in love or it'll be in pain. So that's how you're going to play the chorus and the interlude. Alright, the last part I want to show you is the outro, and it's going to use the same chords as the verse, but we're just going to strum each chord once. It'll sound like this. And now she's standing in the doorway, rambling on about my old ways, how they were reckless and free. All my imperfections and every ugly lesson is worth every last second with me. Alright, so like I said, we're going to be using the same chords as the verse. We're going to start out with the G chord, and you can either just strum down on the chord, or you can pluck all the notes. Either way is going to work. The G chord, we're going to pluck or strum, and we're going to let it ring out for 8 counts. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Then we're going to switch to C and let it ring out for 4 counts. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Then we're going to go back to G. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So first G gets 8 counts, C and then the second G get 4 counts each. So altogether the first line. Now the second line, we're going to start out with the C chord, and this time we're going to let it ring out for 4 counts. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Switch to G, 4 counts as well. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then when we get to E minor, we're going to let it ring out for 2 counts. 1 and 2 and... Switch to C, 3 and 4 and then G just rings out, and that's the end of the song. So again, E minor to that last G. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So the second line of the outro will go. So now all together one more time. And she's standing in the doorway, rambling on about my old ways and how they were reckless and free. All my imperfections and every ugly lesson is worth every last second with me. And that's it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Again, if you want to check out the tabs, they're available on my website for free. Link is in the description down below. I have a ton of other Bryan songs on there as well, plus tutorials here on my channel if you want to check it out. Whole playlist right here. Go ahead and leave a request for a song you would like to learn in the comments below. And before I go, just want to thank my newest channel member. Thank you so much, Mark, for joining. I hope you enjoy these early access videos. That's all for now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.